Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a daily tarot oracle reading, Tattletales from Tales from the Vector. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. This is a collective or general reading, so please be advised that this may or may not apply to you. Parts of it may or may not apply to you. Take what works for you and leave the rest. I've already shuffled the cards. I've just given them a quick cut here. And we will begin with the underlying energy for this reading. And we have death. Wow, that's a really cool beginning. Actually, death represents death and rebirth in the tarot. So this, although this may be a scary card, this very rarely is about actual physical death. This is more saying that an end of a cycle is ending and a new cycle is beginning. I've been getting this card a lot in my readings, and I feel that's because we are coming to the end of 2025, which is 2 and 2 plus 5 equals 9, and that represents endings, and we're moving into a new year, 2026, which adds up to 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1, so we're moving into new beginnings. And this energy is just coming up a lot in the readings because of it. As we close one cycle, we begin another. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's some people that, like this older woman, is turning away from the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper is not meant to be an evil figure. It's just a figure that represents death in many cultures. And the older person is turning away because they don't want to look at the change. They don't want to have to change. But this young child is holding a bloom, and they're like, hey, like Grim Reaper, I'm ready for the new. I want to have new. I am new. And that's the energy. So we have like different reactions to this. The king has been trampled. His crown is laying on the ground. That just represents old systems and things that you thought were never going to end are, they also, all the systems in the world, the leadership, all of the way the countries are ruled and all the different energies around that, they are also changing. So this is not just on an individual or personal level. This is on a global level and on a universal level. So we start off with the King of Wands. I'm just going to double check, yes, that this is centered correctly so that you can see the entire reading. So the King of Wands is sitting on his throne, and he's a very charismatic figure. He's a visionary. He really likes to look ahead into the future, which is good energy for this. He is sitting on his throne. The salamanders and the lion in the background here represent protection from fire. He is known to be someone that is a really good leader. He likes to take action. He's fun to be around. And you can see he's always, by his body language, he's ready to get up and go at a moment's notice. And then we have the Lovers. So this energy speaks for itself. It talks about lovers, but it also can talk about something you love to do or something you love to be. And so there's either a death to this a relationship here, or there's a new beginning of a relationship here. We don't know yet. And the energy is, this could also be, the King of Wands could represent someone that is really strong within their masculine and feminine energy. It's even and balanced. And so they're able to make strong choices because they're able to see it from both those perspectives. We'll see. We have this energy coming in, and this has been coming in the last couple days in my readings, because we have Mercury has been in retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication, and a lot of people, right now when I'm doing this reading, it is Sunday, the end of November, and we are moving into December tomorrow, and this was just the Thanksgiving weekend for my beautiful neighbors in United States of America. I'm in Canada, wishing you lots of love and joyful holiday season and a safe travels home. And so this energy is, this is belated, but that's the energy I'm sending now. And so this person he's hung up his swords and put down his sword. So this is talking about, the swords actually represent mental energy, your intelligence, your control over your mind. And so this energy is talking about having a rest from the mind and having a rest from what you need to think about to move forward in life. So this, and it makes total sense. Mercury is now coming out of retrograde today or yesterday. Like we're starting to feel it now. Communication is going to be more clear. So you might be able to get a little bit of work done before the next holiday season, which is coming right upon us here. And this is talking about, it's good to know when to back up a little bit and take a rest from thinking and just enjoy your family. This has this stained glass window here. It looks like he's in a church, and it's says Pax on it, and that is referring to peace of mind. So being able to know when to take action and when to chill out a little bit. You have to work hard and play hard, being balanced in that energy. And the Magician's here, so this is really good. This feels like it's talking about the new cycle coming in. This energy is, the Magician is the very first, it's the very first card in the major arcana, the very first archetype. And it talks about having all the tools that you need for, well, the journey is first to the zero, but this is the first step that the Fool takes. And the first step that the Fool takes is to take stock of the tools that he has, because if you're getting, up there in years, you probably have been through one or more cycles. So it's not like, and I keep getting, this is really important to emphasize in the readings right now, is that as we're moving into this new year, it's really a profound change, because it's from an ending of a cycle, and it's starting a new beginning of a cycle. And so things are going to be different, but it's saying that you already have a lot of information from the previous cycle. You want to come up, Stella? My cat has decided she just really wants to participate in the readings. It's okay, you can sit on my lap. Just don't interfere, please. You purring. That purring from a cat resonates very high. We could use some of that energy, some of that purr. So we've got the Magician. This is saying that as you move into this new year and this new month, what you want to do is gather your tools and know that you do have tools. And although we're moving into a new cycle, there's infinite potential here. And this infinite potential is, it's on his bench here. And this energy is pointing to above and below. And so this is representing the energy of bringing the thoughts and the what we want to bring into manifestation on the physical earth, bringing that energy. My cat is like just in a real loving mood, sorry. I just don't have the heart to knock her down yet. It's okay, Stella, I love you too, but I'm trying to do a reading, lay down. So this, I don't know, she's just really into the readings today. She's been like this all day. So this energy here is about moving forward and bringing, raising the vibration. So I've got a purring cat on my lap and she's so happy. So that's got to be a good sign. And then we have the moon coming in. So the moon is about hidden illusions. We've got an energy of like the wolf and the dog together, both howling at the moon. And this is saying your civilized side and your uncivilized side, and moving forward on this journey, not giving into illusions. It's also because the full moon is on December 4th, that full moon is going to bring enlightenment to what was going on at the new moon in November. It's around November 20th. So that energy is coming in, plus the sun is shining on this, as it is here. So perhaps there's a new romance coming into your life, or a new opportunity to have do what you love and what you want, what you love to do. And it's coming, the energy is also coming, this is out of the water, and this represents kind of that Cancer energy of motions coming out of the water, and allowing yourself to take off your shell and be your authentic self on this journey. My cat has happy feet now too. Do you have happy feet? Hey, are you ready to go on a new journey? There we go. Just stay. She's so happy. I don't have the heart to. Yeah, you're doing really good work, Stella. And all this purring is helping everybody. So now we have the fourth cup being added to these 3 cups lined up here. And this person is sitting here and they're disappointed. And they're like, I'm not taking that cup. I'm tired of the same old shift. I worked hard on these 3 cups. I had 3 romances. I was totally disappointed in the end. I just don't want to take another cup. Is this cup is just going to be more of the same old shift, or is this actually going to be something that I actually can enjoy? And that's the energy. And so it's saying, well, you may as well take the cup, because are you going to just sit there under that tree and be all grumpy and depressed, or are you going to move forward, and participate in your future? And we have the energy coming in here now of the 5 of Wands. So this is the first real card of action, but the action is saying that whatever this is about, there's a lot of competition, and perhaps in the past, you've been a little bit immature about competition, and we're competing with others instead of just working on yourself, so that you could, and knowing when to take a step back. Maybe pushing yourself too hard is the energy I'm getting. And so this energy can be an energy of immature competition. I'm not getting in this instance here that it's so much from coming in from others, as it's more coming from yourself being, if you don't want to be disappointed in what's happening, then you have to be willing in this new energy, like this Aquarian energy is about experimenting and observing, and then experimenting, and then moving forward in that way. So perhaps you just need to tweak a little something, and then your energy is supporting you to move forward. And if you, maybe this is regarding a new cup of love, a relationship, a romance, because that's what this card does represent. It represents choices between people and choices that you make regarding who you want to collaborate with. So now this could be about a business that you love, or an adventure you wanted to go on, something like that. A thought that you have that you want to bring into being, but it also can actually be like a romance. The King of Wands is very passionate. Okay, so this is saying that in the past, you have worked very diligently to gather these pentacles. And pentacles do represent money, but they also represent wealth, health, happiness. So this is kind of representing maybe this new thought that you have that you're mulling over, and this new vision that you have of the direction you want to go, but wondering, is this going to be worth it? Because this person is reflecting, like, I put all this work into these pentacles. Was it worth it? Or should I move on to a new pentacle and focus just on that? And so he's leaning on his wand here, deciding, there's going to be a lot of competition I'm getting in this idea that he has. And he doesn't want to be disappointed again if he decides to move forward. And this is saying, really, the energy is coming up is it's always a good idea to invest in yourself. And if you are like putting a lot of work into something, it's a lot easier to work at something you love to do than to, work at something that you're just working. Then it doesn't seem like work. Yes, and this could bring a lot of fulfillment. So this is representing also marriage. So when we have the lovers and we have the marriage and an energetic upgrade, you might be the King of Wands. This could be someone that is very highly sought after. There's a lot of competition. Like he can choose whoever he wants, really. He's got, he's not someone that's going to lack dates, you know what I mean? Like he's used to getting, going on a lot of dates and and people saying yes. Now recognize this is an archetype. So this could represent a woman in her masculine energy. And this is more about passion. So this is like, don't confuse passion so much with love. Yes, they could be passionate, but, and they could be passionate with lovers, but it doesn't necessarily mean they want to marry them, right? And so maybe at this point now, it's an energy of, I'm actually thinking like I might actually want to do this, like make a commitment, and kind of like, really? It hasn't happened before, like where I really felt that way. And in the past, when I've been disappointed and then didn't do it. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. And now we have the 3 cups coming out. And there we have it. I feel like that's saying that although this king, it was totally able to have these relationships and to share these cups of love, that he was disappointed. Like, it was disappointing. Like, a lot of men would say, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you happy? And he's like, well, it was boring. Like, it's disappointing. It's not, I can, you know, like, and it's also saying that there could have been a threesome involved here, or more than one. And he's been disappointed by that kind of energy of like, okay, like I thought I found the one 3 times now, and every single time I've been disappointed. Because these people are celebrating, but a lot of readers take this as a card of celebration, and it always gives me more of a feeling of they're celebrating the idea of love, or what they love, or what's happening here, but they're not looking at each other. They're not toasting each other. And that's bothersome, because if it's about love, then, and about lovers, then this is saying that if they're not looking at each other in many European countries, if you toast each other and you don't look at each other, it brings 7 years of bad luck to your love life, to your romantic life, which is like 7 here, you know what I mean? That's the energy I'm getting. And he's like, oh, been there, done that. I don't want to be disappointed in that way again. It was a lot of work. It's a lot of work to get out of those situations is what's coming up. And then we have the 6 of Swords coming up. Yeah, so this is someone that is like wanting, they've experienced the rough waters, and they're wanting to move on to like calmer waters. They want to have like a different, maybe more settled down, not settling, but settling down, like for the first time maybe in their life. They feel like, and this could happen at any age. Like you could be, 50 or 60 or 70 and, I think I'm going to grow up now and settle down, like that kind of energy. Or it could be when you're really young. And remember, again, this could represent a woman or a man in their masculine energy. Someone, though, that is quite experienced dating and their love life and all of that. But they maybe have not experienced marriage as of yet. Never wanted to settle down is the energy I'm getting. And so this here is about what your needs are to be able to move forward and be in this place. So I'm just getting, it's changing, like it's going to be like requiring a whole new way of looking at things. And like, this is the way you've always done it in the past, and now this is the way you're thinking about doing it. And you're looking at this, and you've done really well with it. But now you're wondering, maybe I do want this. Maybe that's what I really want. And I'm getting this person is just as surprised as everybody else around them. That's the energy. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. Yes. So I feel like, because this is, I'm building a pyramid here, and this is the basic needs of what you need to be able to move forward. And it's talking about becoming more mature about the way you deal with this energy, I feel. And it's quite a big change from the old ways to the new ways. But this is sort of the energy considering making a commitment. And what are the obstacles? Well, the obstacles are like doing things in the same old way, or are you going to do them in a new way? And so that's kind of representing, I feel, like because we have the 7 of Pentacles here and now we have the 8 of Pentacles, he's decided to take this pentacle and go to work on it. And he's already got one done. And then he's going to like redo these, or he's already got these piled up. Like, so this could be the first one he worked on, or this could be the last one he worked on. But I'm getting that this is the first one in this case. That's what it feels more like. Yes, and then we have Ace of Wands. So this is a gift from the universe, a passion for new discovery. And it's sitting right on the king, and like the wand is facing the same direction as the king is going, this way, into the future in this, because we're climbing up the pyramid, so climbing up to the top here. And so that's what the energy is. This is a gift from the universe, from God, saying that a passion for new discovery, that this is something that you haven't really experienced this same feeling. You may have even experienced a marriage or more than one marriage and it just didn't work out, and it's not, or committed relationships, commitments in business, etc. Because this still could be about something that you love to do, and this is the energy that you're pulling together within yourself because you want fulfillment. And then the King of Swords comes in. So the King of Swords is sitting on his throne, and he is well known as being like an authority figure, really, really good at like a professional. So very good at his whatever his chosen field is. It could be about law and order, like a lawyer. All sorts of lawyers is what's coming up. It could be someone that is really good at being a surgeon. Because he's got a sword, you know, and it could be someone like in the financial, like in the banking industry, a financial advisor, something like that. That's the kind of energy. The King of Swords is very much like, it's someone though that is working more with their mental intellect and their ability to use words to be able to get what they want, rather than having like physically working with their hands or something to do it. They're using their mind and their intellectual ability and possibly the education that they have to make their money. That's how they make their money. Because this card here, like the pentacles represent health, wealth, and happiness, but the abundance, you know, but this card is the only card where they're actually working on the money. And that's what he's doing. He's working on making money here. And so that's just saying, and this King of Wands and this King of Swords could be the same person. This could be you that's in both those, has both those qualities right now. And this is the energy that you're in. And remember, again, this could be a man or a woman in their masculine energy making decisions about something moving forward, something they're passionate about and moving forward. And how can they use now their intellectual abilities to be able to make this shift happen. They want to make some shift happen. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is sitting actually next to the King of Swords. And that's the energy that I'm getting, like, because the King of Swords and the and the Queen of Swords are the most likely to be a divorced or separated couple. And the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are the most to be like, make choices around love that are passionate. So it could be like the Queen of Wands has decided to accept an offer, like like an offer of marriage or a commitment of some sort. It could be of business or marriage or both. It could be marrying all of this energy together because it's sitting on making money. And the Queen of Wands is also very passionate. She's got a very sunny disposition, very intuitive person. This one is born, like the Queen of Wands is born to shine. She creates with ease. And she has a little cat on her, at her feet. I've got one on my lap that looks just like you, Stella, except you're not black. But this is just representing that energy of, like, a lot of people wouldn't get a black cat, but she doesn't care. She's not superstitious. She relies on her own intuition. So this could be a relationship between the king and the queen, this King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This could be like this couple's divorcing. This king could be wanting to be with the Queen of Wands, or this could all be one person that's just showing all these qualities, or a combination, right? So take it as it applies to your situation. And then we have the Hermit. So this is about moving off to calmer shores with God. Like you want to go back, you want this fulfillment, and you want to be on your path, something you're passionate about, something that is like what you came here to do. And you want to be able to be enlightened about that. And I'm getting it's asking for, this person is going to go up to the mountain and pray and meditate. And when they're ready, they're going to come down from the mountain with what they've learned from that. And now look at the staff here is golden that they're leaning on. And they're making a decision about this, which could be like a commitment to ask someone to marry them, or that kind of energy. Because we don't have a knight coming in now with any information, or a page even. But God is here. God is here, God is here, God is here. So God is saying, I am the communication. I'm talking to you directly. Yes, you. Whoever's listening, going, me? Yes, you. I am speaking directly to you. You are a child of God. You are destined to live a life of fulfillment and love and being passionate about what you want using your intellectual qualities. You deserve to have a partner who also resonates with that energy. This has been destined for you since you were a child. It could be a long time coming, but that's because, trust in my divine timing. And like we have these sunflowers here. And you notice that this queen is holding the sunflower because she is following the sun. She's following God, and also, so both of them might be up on the mountain. They might be up on the mountain together, or they might be separately on different mountains, seeking this enlightenment. Is this a good decision to make? Is this the way it is? And this could be, these two kings could be one person, and this could be, the three of them could be one person deciding, how am I going to move forward? Or it's more likely, I feel, with the energy here, that this is someone who's divorced, deciding maybe they're going to marry again, and thought that was never going to happen again. And this is the energy playing out here. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And so that is speaking about that, okay, about this cup that's always been missing. Is this going to be the cup that's always been missing from my life? I have a lot of what I've worked for. I'm living a good life. I'm successful. In the past, when I have invited this energy in, perhaps I've been disappointed, and it has caused a bunch of issues and has turned out to be like not worth doing. And I'm trying to decide here, is this worth doing? This is the energy. And so this is 9 cups here. So 9 cups is talking about, you're only 1 cup away from the ultimate fulfillment, which is 10. But this is something that you've wished for since you were a child, secretly, even if you didn't know it from yourself, because it's sitting right on here. You've always wanted this, even if you didn't know it. That's funny. And then so despite everything else, that's the energy. And so this is talking about the new moon on November 20th. Is if you can remember what was happening then, what was going on, the full moon and the sun all giving you a enlightenment as we move into this new energy. This is, as I said, tomorrow's December 1st, and this is the energy that we're moving into. On December 4th, there's a full moon. So this energy is a wish that has not been fulfilled, because if you're wishing for something, it means you don't have it. So this is like wishful thinking. This energy is something, it's saying, like, if you want this, you're going to have to put the energy into that direction. And this banner that this young child is carrying, it looks like it's really heavy, but they're handling it. They're just a little person and they're handling it really well. And I feel like quite often when these two cards come up together, this is talking about fulfilling a wish that you've had since childhood and wishing that you could have that energy, but it always falling short. And so this energy is about it's about maintaining your focus on what it is you really want and the path that you want to be on, and just allowing for divine timing to take place, and at the same time keeping your focus on what is it that you really want here. Do you want some more disappointment, or do you want to put the effort into this to make this work? That's the energy that's coming up. And then we have here, there's a strong foundation for between, like this is representing like in the physical world. In the past, you may have sold yourself short. There may have been a relationship that you regret not being in, is what's coming up. And so that this energy is, I really feel this is about a romance, but it's also about work and romance. Like this is like someone that's deciding like on marriage, like is this a commitment, like a marriage commitment. And so this is saying you have a strong foundation here for your heart's desires, and this could be the wish that you've always wanted to be fulfilled. Keep your focus, and if you decide that's what you want, then that's what you're going to go after. And hey, if you have the energy of the King of Wands, you're a visionary. This is what you always go after what you're after. Why are you afraid to go after what you really want? That's the energy coming up. Because there's been Tower. Yeah, so there's a reason why this person's disappointed, and some sort of Tower may have hit. And that energy has ended the old cycle and started a new one. This person can't see things the way that they were before. They're not in the old energy. They're already in the new energy. They're already falling out of the Tower. And this also represents, can represent like the Tower. It looks kind of scary and whatever, but lightning hits the Tower. How often in your lifetime have you had lightning hit your Tower, Then this also is representing the energy of like an ecstatic experience and an explosion in that way. It's a lot of passion regarding your romantic life. So this is an energy of, there's a lot of passion here. These people are very attracted to each other. That's why I feel like it might be the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands energy. One of them might be divorced. Both of them might be divorced. There's so many, like they might have just got divorced and they're like, no way am I doing this again. But all of a sudden they're like, what the hell? Here I am thinking about doing this again. And so the Queen of Cups comes in. So the Queen of Cups is sitting on the Queen of Wands. And I feel like the King of Wands and the King of Swords is the same person. And now the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups are the same person. And this is a double-edged sword, but I feel like they're both in the same position where this reality check that came in is kind of like shocking to them. And it's not like it was a big event, or it wasn't shocking in that way so much. They could see it coming. But basically, like that's the energy, but they're like kind of shocked that they would even consider marriage again. That's more what it is, because the Queen of Cups is the most likely to. She's the most maternal. She's the most likely to have a conventional marriage with someone, and she is sitting on her throne, and she's the only queen, or the only cup in the tarot that has a lid on her container, which means that she is well able to contain a lot of love. And she is a maternal, like she's like the most likely to be like a traditional married person, which may be totally surprising the Queen of Wands. Like, why am I feeling like this? Like, this is not me. This is not how I am. Well, it's because we're moving into this new energy. And so that's what it's saying, basically. And so I really am getting that this is the same person and this is the same person. And then the energy coming out is walking away. Yeah. Interesting. So walking away from the old ways. So, or this could be walking away from, like, it could be like this energy is walking away from what she thought she was, because she would rather be this with this King of Swords. Or it could be like, because we have 2 queens now and we have 2 kings. So this could be 2 couples. This could be this energy, threesomes. Like, there could be a lot of energy here. But whatever it is, it's very, this card and this card are very similar. Because in the past, someone has walked away from a very disappointing situation. But I feel like that's speaking about the King of Swords for sure, is a divorced person, is what's coming up. And remember, that could be a woman in her masculine energy, just as it's as the reverse. So this is, okay, it's just confirming, I think, a little bit that this is saying, like, the old way that I used to do things, I am going to walk away from it. I'm surprised I am going to walk away from it, but I'm going for that cup. I'm going to give it a go. And again, look at this. We have the new moon and the full moon here. So the energy is coming in, like, it's now like in 4 days we're going to have, from the time I'm doing this reading, is when we're going to have this full moon. And it's in Gemini. And so it's kind of interesting because Gemini is about the twins, right? Like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's that energy. Quite often Gemini is, they're quite often they're accused of being like 2 people. Like, they can do a 360 very quick. And people say, well, don't you mean a 180? No, I mean a 360. Like, they'll be in one energy and then zip, they turn around and they're in another and then back to the way they were. So their emotions, Gemini energy is, back and forth thinking, basically. But then look at, we have the next card coming in is the soulmates. So we've got the soulmates and we have the lovers here. And this quite sometimes can represent like what people refer to as a twin flame. And I'm getting that perhaps the twin flame relationship didn't work out. Now these people are soulmates. And so the twin flame information, energy that people speak of is like one soul sort of divided, and then they find each other on earth, but they don't know what they're here to be together doing. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't, if the enlightenment doesn't come to them, or it's not meant to be, it's not, then, I'm just saying that God's saying there's a new relationship here that is a soulmate, and it's someone that you'll really get along with. Here's the other cup. This is a new cup. Or this can be masculine and feminine energy again coming together, and the higher self and the person, like your physical body, your what you do on earth and what you are doing on the spiritual end, and your intuitive and your logic coming together to be like a married person, like one person that's whole within themselves. Again, though, when we have all this energy of this and the marriage and all these cups, that feels like it's like romantic. And then we have the 5 of Swords. And so the 5 of Swords, it's feeling like similar to this energy here. And and it's almost like the 5 of Swords, this dude's like looking over here and he's like, what the hell? I can't believe that this is happening, like the way it's playing out. That's the energy. It's like, this is not the way that I thought I was going to be. This is like an inner struggle here. And this energy speaks again coming down here. Subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind struggling within each other. So the subconscious mind being your thoughts from when you were born to about 7. And that's your subconscious mind. It's very deeply imprinted on you. And most of us can't remember our subconscious mind, like, or what happened to us when we were like you know, a newborn to like school age. And we rely on the people that were in charge of our care to tell us, oh, this is what you were like. You always wanted to be a fireman. You always said you know, like that kind of energy. But they didn't really know, because it's not you. It's more the thoughts of the people who thought they knew you. And that's firmly imprinted on you. And then we also have the unconscious thoughts, which are what you came here on this earth to do, your purpose, your ability. And your purpose is to be the best version of yourself. Then we have the conscious mind, what you are aware of. And just like, whoa, this is like, and then we have two swords here. So it's like, do I really want to add another set of thoughts to my life here? That's what I'm getting more than anything. Like, do I want to change this energy of having one sword to going to two swords again? That's the energy. Like, am I nuts thinking that I'm going to do this? That's the energy I'm getting. And so like, this is three versions of the same person. And, you know, really your purpose in life is to be the best version of you. So this is the energy coming up. Like someone that this would be too, this is so unlikely. I said I would never ever do this again. I always, like, I was done. And now I'm thinking about doing this. Am I, you know, like, that's the kind of energy. And then we get the King of Pentacles. Wow, so now we have the King of Pentacles. That's three kings that are out on the, here. And the King of Pentacles has been coming up a lot. But I feel like, again, this is this one, it could be, well, there's three cups here too. So it's, take it how it works for you. But it could be one person that is now, they've learned the lessons like of passion. They've learned the lessons of disappointment and passion. They've learned the lesson of love and with being in that energy. And they also, like now it's like this health, wealth, and happiness coming in. And that's right above the sun here. And it's after the tower hits. So we've got a strong foundation for this being like a really strong health, wealth, happiness result. And now it's the King of Pentacles. And so it's kind of, it's not like this person is, they're not even looking at the money involved in here. They're looking at this, at the cup of love. And so, oh, and then we have a messenger. Thank goodness we finally have somebody coming in with a message. Finally, Mercury's out of retrograde and is going direct. And it takes almost an entire reading to get a message on the physical level. No offense to you, God, but a clear, like, communication. So this is saying, okay, this energy is saying that, okay, this king, and I do feel it's one person here, is making the decision. They're going to offer their cup of love, and you know, it's going kind of against everything that they thought they would do, but this is what they've decided. They don't have any doubt. This is your typical knight in shining armor. This is how it's supposed to be kind of energy. I'm going to have faith here. If I don't have faith in myself, I'm going to have faith in God's plan. That's the energy coming up from being here, because they've already been mulling over this for a while. And I'm just getting, this is something, it's taken so much bravery to do this, even though this is a king. The knights actually work for the king and deliver the message. So he's going to send a message in some way. Now, this could be like a first date offer. This could be a marriage proposal. This could be, you know, coming in by horse, but it's unlikely. It could be coming in by person, but that's unlikely, I'm getting here, because the king is sending the message through another means rather than personally himself. I feel like this could be like a letter, an email, a phone call, text, you know, that kind of energy. Something like that. It could be a post on social media, testing the waters kind of energy, that kind of thing. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? So now we have the King, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Swords. We don't have the Queen of Swords, but we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups. So this energy is, it could be each of these people in the same, like, as they go through this process and making this decision within themselves, that all of a sudden now the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, they're the same. If they're the same person, they've now resonate with this King of Pentacles. It's kind of like put your money where your mouth is. That's if the energy is coming up. Like if you're going to make this offer to me, then I want it to be an offer that gives me stability, because I've already been there, done that. I've been disappointed. I don't want that. And remember, this could be a male in their feminine energy, and this could be a female in their masculine energy. But I feel like the king has sent out a knight to deliver this message, and that represents all the ways that we communicate now. And this queen has received the message, and she's contemplating, so what is she going to decide? Dun, 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 dun. The judgment. That's hilarious. So she's thinking about it. After all this, she's thinking about it. She's made her decision, actually, but she hasn't replied as of yet. She's still mulling it over, but she has made her decision is what's coming up. So this is really interesting. So this could be, she's made up her mind but hasn't returned the message yet. She's conferring with ancestors and other people, like descendants. This could be a mature couple. She's, conferring with her children, with her parents and her family. Like, do you think, like, how she's letting them know first is what's coming up, because everybody would be very surprised. You really, really want to do that kind of energy. But this is coming up. If we look from the bottom, going up to the top and back down again, it's this new energy coming in. And a lot of people are feeling it. It's like, hey, I deserve my fulfillment. And I'm in that energy, more of the Aquarius energy, where I can observe where I went wrong in the past, and I can better my performance and be more, make stronger choices. And I want to give this a go. And so this is the King of Wands this is about passion. And then this gift from the universe of enjoying this journey, like enjoying this feeling, using the intellect and the words and recognizing, okay, the past thoughts about it, all of that energy, past disappointments. Am I going to take that cup? Am I not going to take that cup? And it's really like this new moon, full moon energy is coming in. And then it's like, oh, I feel I've met my soulmate. I'm going to do that. I feel this is someone stable to do this with. This person understands the value of stability. She's sitting right on the Queen of Cups. She is someone that understands family, and she is conferring with her family to prove it, kind of. She's not making a rash decision. And then coming down to the Knight of Cups, making the offer and having like the stability and the energy to back it. And then a strong foundation for this wish from childhood that, I mean, I'm getting secretly this king didn't even know that he had. And it's kind of funny energy. Maybe both of them didn't know. And then realizing, okay, I am going to go after this new pentacle. It's worth it. It's worth it to me to risk this, what I have, to have that fulfillment. And yes, there's a lot of competition, but I'm way more mature now, and I can handle this. I can handle the temptations and all of that kind of energy. Really, it's an interesting reading. I'm going to clarify it. This is, if you're enjoying this reading, please do like and comment. And I am going to clarify it with these other cards here. And this is my Oracle, Tales from the Vector. I just want to get my cards synced in. Are you getting excited? Stella says, I like when the dragons come out. So she's sitting here very calmly purring on my lap. So you being a good little girl. And So this is an oracle that I started back in 2007. And there were 64 paintings. I'm an artist, so I had a lot of fun. But it's courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And it is, it's 64 paintings, a series of 64 paintings. And I completed it in 2020. And then I've had the cards out, but I didn't have the entire deck done by that point. So they've been at psychic fairs and, to my seminars and stuff. But now I'm bringing them online with you and gathering the information, because all the paintings are done. I have everything ready to go, except I'm looking for the information to do my book that goes with it. And I want to be satisfied that, I get it right. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just waiting to see, because my cards usually I just wanted to, yeah, there it is. It's just the way the oracle works. They jump out. Capricorn energy. Okay, so this is the underlying energy for this reading. Capricorn energy, having the ambition, being at a responsible stage in life, understanding that challenges are quite often possibilities in disguise, adopting that kind of energy as we move into the results of this reading. And then we have deception, which is clarifying this energy. So kiss me, good. So this is, yeah, there's been some threesomes, there's been that kind of energy of being disappointed, all of that. But it's not that you are hexed. It's not that it's just maybe you were lacking immaturity, or the people around you were lacking maturity. And you may have deceived yourself, and that's the kind of energy coming up. And maybe maybe you planned a marriage and they didn't even show up at the altar, that kind of energy. So yeah, it's caused a need to be right. And it's kind of like, do you have to be right to be happy? Well, when you are marrying someone and making a big commitment like that, yes, it would be best to be right. So this is the energy of going inward and really getting to know the person before you make such a big judgment, and being, not making mountains out of molehills is basically saying this energy, you could sit in disappointment for the rest of your life and never know whether you could have had this ultimate fulfillment. So how long do you want to sit under that tree? That's the energy. Lack of awareness is another karmic space that we come into. And this is, never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. So this is talking about a battle of wills within yourself. And so this energy is like, if you don't know, you didn't even know this about yourself, that you still wanted this, it's coming to you. So you don't want to miss opportunities because of that. And then we have the energy of the Hierophant coming in. This is regarding traditional structure. So yeah, marriage is a very traditional structure. I'm going to be with you for the rest of my life till I die. It's a big commitment, right? So it's kind of that kind of energy. This is something I really want to make sure that I want to do. Again, I'm getting the word again. And then we have dissemination of information. So this is about believing in your own press, that you don't want, I said to myself, I am never doing this again. And I promised myself I would never do this again. And here I am thinking about doing this again. So if you believe in your own press, a lot of times when people have expectations of the way things should be, the way things should turn out, they have a tendency to be in a place of disappointment. Expectations create limitations. And especially if you start, people will say when they want to motivate someone, hey, believe in yourself. But a lot of people have a lot of limiting beliefs about themselves. Well, I'm not lovable enough. I'm not marriage material, that kind of energy. So this is don't believe in yourself so much as have faith in yourself. And if you don't have faith in yourself, then have faith in God's plan, that you are meant to be the best version of yourself, and you deserve ultimate fulfillment. This is the goal. And then we have the Pisces energy coming in. So this is being way more, like you're not immature anymore. This is what's coming in. You wouldn't be a king succeeding at this level, or a queen succeeding at this level, if you weren't someone that was, you know, had some authority. And so this is someone that has the ability to think things through, has the ability, like financially, to make, you know, to make shift happen on the earth, and who is not, you know, this is someone that has had experience in life. And so this energy is also talking, I feel, about moving out of the age of Pisces, like we have around 2020, into the age of Aquarius, requires this energy of being open to seeing yourself in new ways. It's the difference between sinking or swimming, you know. And then the Sagittarius energy comes in, and this is like on the new moon, the last new moon, it moved out of Scorpio. It's on the cusp. The new moon was on the cusp between Sagittarius and Scorpio energy. So it's talking about moving from one type of energy into another type of energy, and going for, do you want to expand or do you want to contract? Like this is the energy, and Sagittarius is all about, you know, good luck in travels and doing new things, new adventures. We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is coming in on top of this energy of putting the work in and going off to other shores. So the Emperor is all about performance. And I'm just getting that both people involved here have the ability to, like, they both have been successful in their own right, and they both have experience in life. And so that's why they're so shocked that they would even consider this. That's the energy I'm getting. And then the shooting star is the energy of, like, this is the attitude. Like, this, you need to adopt this new attitude of, like, okay, like, do I want adventure in my life? Do I want that fulfillment? Or do I just want to stay safe? That's this. This card is saying, like, this is safe money, happiness, and let's do it this way: wealth, health, and happiness. Achieving that at a safe level, your heart's desires level, or the crown and glory. And it's right next to this pentacle that the King of Pentacles is holding. So that's the energy that's saying, like, this energy could promote you to having this fulfillment within yourself, and also on the physical plane. And it's a matter of attitude. So if you wish upon a star, it still means that you're not, you don't have it, or you're not wishing for things. If you're wishing for something, it means you don't have it. So that's coming right before this card. And it's going to require a passion for new discovery and this adventurous attitude to be able to make this happen, because this is Nine of Cups. You're highly favored. Everything's going in your favor, but you have to put the work into it. You have to decide. You have to choose. And then the High Priestess comes in, and the High Priestess is saying, use your intuition. Like, God is right here. Like, we've got the sun here, and we have, you know, you went up to the mountain and conferred. You wanted to go off to calmer waters and do that with God. So, like, now trust, like, have faith in God. If you don't have it in yourself, like, trust in God and have faith in your journey. And then that world comes up, that, you know, it's a whole new world, this reality check. Something may have happened in your life, and it could be, I'm getting it, it didn't even have to be that big of a thing, but it's just something that stirred in you new thoughts. Like, you know what? I want some adventure in my life. I thought I wanted to play it safe, but now, no, I'm there. I would like to experience what I've always wanted to experience. And there's been a blind spot about it. And there's something I didn't know, but I feel like I know what it is now. And now I recognize that it might have been something in your subconscious mind. And just like you have scotomas in your eyes, it's like when you're looking at things, with your eyes, you can have like little pixels missing, but you don't even really notice, because that's because you see a clear picture, but you're just missing a little tiny part. And this is like a blind spot. And you can have these blind spots in your life where you couldn't see it. You just couldn't see that this is something you were missing. And then all of a sudden now you can see it. And this card is saying like that there's a good reason why the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. So if you look back on your past and you learn from it, you don't have to be held by your past mistakes. You make mistakes because you want to be the best version of yourself. You're going to have some failures here, and maybe you're going to have more than you wanted. But the energy is also there, and the luck is in your side to have it. You know, you have way more experience now to get a really strong result. Yeah, anticipate now instead of expecting. That's what this is saying. This anticipation is when you're on your path, and this is what you want, you know what you want, and you're ready to go get it. I'm just going to end it there. That's the judgment. I feel like this is going to happen on some level, but it's been an interesting reading. I've really enjoyed it. My little kitty here, she's really enjoyed it. And you're going to have to get off my lap now. I have to turn the camera off. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and please do like and comment if you have, and consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy of this channel. I will be back with another daily reading for tomorrow. And here's my, whoop, no, 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 no. Come here, come here, come here. Bye for now.